Hello, my name is Reinhold Messner. I am considered one of the greatest mountaineers of all time. I was born September 17, 1944 in Italy. I have 8 brothers and 1 sister. My father, Joseph, was a former climber. I was born to climb. If there are rocks or walls, I climb them. At 4 years old, my father took me climbing for the first time. I didn't have any role models growing up because I felt no one was like me. I climbed through Europe in the 1960s, but I knew climbing wouldn't pay the bills, so I enrolled in college, but I wasn't happy there, so I decided to become a professional mountaineer. In 1970, my brother Gunther and I attempted to climb the Himalayas. Unfortunately, Gunther died during an avalanche, and I thought I might die too. During the process, I lost 7 toes and several fingertips due to frostbite. Because of my amputations, I couldn't rock climb so easily, so I decided to focus on high-altitude mountaineering. To pay for my trips, I worked as group leader, wrote books, and gave lectures about my journey. If there were a mountain range over 8,000 meters, I attempted to climb it. I failed on many attempts. Then in 1978, I climbed Mount Everest without the use of bottled oxygen. This was the first time that had ever been done. No one thought this was possible. I wrote a book about it, which became my most successful book. All the sales from this book allowed me to finance other trips. From 1978 until 1986, I completed climbing the rest of the 14 8,000-meter peaks. I continued to explore the highest peaks in Pakistan, China, India, and Nepal. At 42 years old, I was the first person to climb all 14 peaks with summits above 8,000 meters. After completing an expedition in Antarctica, I had now climbed the highest peaks on each of the 7 continents. In 1990, I trekked across Antarctica, and lastly, in 2004, I crossed the Gobi Desert in Mongolia. I am very passionate about environmental issues. I ran for the European Parliament, and I was elected for 1 term. I spend my time these days at my 6 European museums. I live in a 13th century castle with my wife and my herd of yaks. During my lifetime, I have written over 30 books. I turned my passion into a lifelong career. I feel when you fail at a task, that's when you learn the most. You can go back and correct what you did wrong. No person has done for the sport of climbing than what I have accomplished. I climbed for the adventure and my love of nature. Beating death at such a young age made me want to keep trying. I didn't try to beat others, but it was a failure I saw enough reasons to try again. Thank you for listening to my presentation.